Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
A Winnebago County man is found guilty in a 2018 kidnapping and sexual assault case. Prosecutors say he could spend dozens of years behind bars.
Protecting kids is an important mission for one Rockford group, but it's difficult when crime happens down the street. The safe haven reacts to recent violence in the state line.
And a local betting facility is remodeled just in time for an annual sporting event. Officials say it's something everyone can enjoy and help propel to success. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson. Just hours ago, a jury returned a guilty verdict for the man who kidnapped and sexually assaulted a Winnebago County woman.
The woman was able to escape and get herself help. In March of 2019, Matthew Harkey kidnapped the victim from her Roscoe home. He took her to another house and held her in the basement. She was able to get away by dragging an exercise bench upstairs and outside to flag down help. Matthew Harkey was found guilty of aggravated criminal sexual assault, kidnapping, and home invasion. He'll be sentenced June 10th.
A Rockford man could spend the rest of his life in prison for shooting two people at a Rockford gas station. A woman died. Marquel Longs was found guilty of first-degree murder and several other felonies. Back in November 2018, Long opened fire at the Citgo gas station on Auburn Street near Johnston Avenue. He killed Jennifer Jones. A man survived. Longs is due back in court April 29th. He could get life in prison. Leaders of a Rockford organization that works to keep children safe are upset after gunshots hit too close to home.
Rachel Perry sat down with Rock House Kids executive director, and Rachel, she says she's worried about the protection of the kids who come to the group for help.
That's right, Mimi and Eric. Rock House Kids is on 7th Street. That's just down the street from where a 24-year-old man was shot yesterday and a 46-year-old man was killed Tuesday just around the corner. Now the director tells me the demand for a safe space is only going up.
Because when we do special things, we put things on the board here. So
Rock House Kids director Dee Lackney says this photo wall brings her joy.
Worship night when we celebrated Valentine's Day.
It features some of the children she works tirelessly to protect as gunfire rings out just blocks from their safe haven.
Every child that walks in this building is my kid. So when I hear about a shooting, it's like one of my kids is in danger.
Lackney's mission is to keep kids off the streets. Right now, police are investigating 2 nearby shootings that happened in the last 48 hours. One of them deadly, killing a 46-year-old father.
They're broken. The kids are broken. They don't know how to process that. It's hard for them to process a natural death. And then when there's a senseless death, how do you explain that?
Lackney says the nonprofit serves hundreds of kids with more teens looking for guidance in the last year.
They need to keep their heads low. So many times, keep your head down, keep your head down. That's what we say. And we give the kids bikes so this way they can flee an area if needed.
Lackney tells me she loses sleep at night, hoping the next victim isn't one of these smiling faces.
People ask me, what's a success? They're alive. They're 18 years old and they're alive. And to some people, they don't get that. Come down here and you'll get it.
Lackney says Rock House Kids says these recent shootings just shows why there is a need for places like them. No one has been arrested in either shooting. Mimi?
All right, thanks, Rachel.
A traffic stop leads to a list of firearm charges for one Freeport man. An officer conducted the stop at Empire Street and Galena Avenue around midnight. Police searched the vehicle. They say they found a loaded gun inside.
The officer arrested the driver, Alonzo Glover. Glover faces 3 felonies, including possession and use of a firearm without a FOID card. He's also accused of possession of adult-use cannabis in a motor vehicle. That's a misdemeanor. Glover is in the Stevenson County Jail on $30,000 bond. Investigators search for the person or people responsible for an armed home invasion in Roscoe. The Winnebago County Sheriff's Office says this happened shortly after 5 yesterday afternoon in the 5,000 block of McCurry Road. No one was hurt. There's no word yet on any arrests or suspect details. If you have information on this incident, call the Sheriff's Office. Well, we went from warm, sunny days to downpours and high wind speeds in less than a week. Let's go back over to Candace in the Weather Center. Candace, what kind of wind speeds do we need to look out for the rest of the day?
Yeah, you know, that whole change happened within a matter of 24 hours, too, and we've had those wind speeds that have been nearing 45, 50 miles per hour. Those are the gusts. Sustained winds have been 30 to 35, so it has been a very windy day, and despite that wind coming in from the west and southwest, it has not done much to warm our temperatures. As I mentioned at the top of the show, we continue with that high wind warning for northern Illinois, wind advisory for southern Wisconsin, all until 7 o'clock this evening. Some of those peak wind gusts here at the 5 o'clock hour. Up near 45 miles per hour in Rockford, 46 in Galena. Sterling, the last hour, had a 51 mile per hour wind gust. So those winds have come close to and even succeeded 50 miles per hour here. As the sun sets this evening, the good news, those wind speeds will start to come down. Still a little breezy for us tonight, but we'll hang on to that wind too for the afternoon with the west and southwest direction. Not as strong though as what it was today. Why has it been so windy? Well, we have a strong area of high pressure down to the south. Strong low pressure system. That's what brought us the showers and thunderstorms and the drop in temperatures yesterday and yesterday evening. The difference in pressure between those two systems is fairly significant. So you have a deep low pressure system to the north and a strong high pressure system to the south. So that causes that wind to increase around both of those systems, and that's why we've had that strong wind. We're also able to pull some really strong wind down from just a few thousand feet above. So as we go through the remainder of this evening, wind speeds, they continue to come down here. We'll see those gusts as the sun does set come under about 30 to 25 miles per hour. We stay cool through Easter weekend. Guys, I'll have that forecast coming up a little later.
All right, thanks, Candace. State-line medical centers and volunteers provide support to the homeless community ahead of the Easter holiday. Today is Maundy Thursday, which marks the washing of the feet before the Last Supper. Ortho Illinois and OSF St. Anthony provided foot care and follow-ups for guests of Carpenter's Place. The Outreach Center says the annual event lines up with their faith-based mission.
We just always love it when volunteers, people from the community come in and they have the opportunity to do that also. Really taking the gospel from their seats at church to the streets here with those that we serve.
Guests received new shoes and socks. Carpenter's Place also gave out coupons for people to come back and get shoes at a later date.
The Kentucky Derby is less than a month away. A renovated horse betting facility is preparing for Northern Illinois' largest party for the occasion. Club Hawthorne opened up its off-track betting parlor. That's inside Shooter's Bar in the Don Carter Bowling Center. The remodeled facility includes QR code connections to mobile wagering apps. Rockford Mayor Tom McNamara placed a ceremonial first bet for charity. The club says Rockford is the perfect location.
As a new investment, I think this is going to be a great place, and it's because it's growing. And I mean, you looked at the people who came in here, it's such a wide, diverse group, young, old, and they're all enthusiastic. So we couldn't be happier.
Reservations are open for Derby Day. Seats are expected to sell out. You can get a guaranteed seat along with food and beverage credit for $40.
Selling homemade food on a wider scale just got a little easier for Illinois residents. Coming up, you don't have to be a professional to make money from these products.
Tonight at 6, another statewide bill looks to help Illinois residents with their homes itself. The proposal would fight real estate bias throughout Illinois.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team with Eric Wilson, Mimi Murphy, Scott Leber, and Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Many people come up with the small business idea to sell their own homemade food, but they aren't sure where to start.
This year, new Illinois laws allow certified operators to sell some products in more locations than just farmers markets. Nikel Delgado joins us now. Nikel, you talked to a food safety expert about this.
That's right, Eric and Mimi. Home to Market Act allows regular people to sell home goods made from their home kitchens. But there are still a few regulations that still need to be followed.
I wake up, I breathe, I eat, thinking food safety.
Cookies, cakes, jams, and jellies. It's almost time for local farmers markets to pop up across the state line. Karen Hobbs owns KH Food Safety Consulting and Services. While she has worked at the health department, her true passion is to help others and to teach them about food safety.
I feel that Home to Market Act, where they'll be allowed to prepare food from home, certain products, there's still rules and regulations, will promote economic development in our community. So it's such a perfect time.
The Home to Market Act means small farms and home bakers can sell directly to customers from their homes, as well as community events and online.
Where with this revision, what's happening now is you are able to now sell those goods online or at your home.
Owner of Susie's Garden Patch, Mary Brubach, says this will help out so many small business owners, especially if they are just starting out in their food-making adventure.
Canning is coming back into play, preservation is coming back into play because stuff in the store, pricey. Even I go in there and I have stickers of shock, you know. And so, yeah, I really do think this is very beneficial.
Both Mary and Karen say this is the perfect opportunity for anyone with a dream to make it a reality.
And I think a lot of people in the community will try to take advantage of this, whether it's about one product that they love or whether it's just for the experience.
Even though the law has changed, home cooks won't be able to sell their goods at restaurants or grocery stores, and they cannot prepare food on site at festivals or farmers markets. Eric, Mimi?
All right, thanks, Nicole.
If you stepped outside at pretty much any point today, it might have been hard to not get knocked over. Coming up, Candace tells us when the wind eventually calms down.
Your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, our day has started off with plenty of sunshine. Cold, too, as our temperatures this morning drop back in the 30s. And with the sunshine and that cold pocket of air above, mid to late morning, we started to see the cloud cover build in. And that has left our skies in some locations as mostly cloudy. As you can see here on our Mercy House SkyTrack camera out of the Poplar Grove Airport, mostly cloudy sky. Might even see what looks to be, or at least trying to be, a little bit of precipitation kind of coming down from those clouds. We have a little bit of that rotating around that low pressure system up over the upper Great Lakes. Still pretty dry out there following yesterday's cold front, so I don't think we'll see much, if any of that, actually reach the ground, but a chance for a flurry, a sprinkle or two can't be ruled out here later this evening as a secondary cold front comes in. Our wind, whew, that has made it tough out there really for travel on the north-south roads, even some of the east-west roads when you factor in some locations that have had a southwest wind direction. 45-mile-per-hour wind gust in Rockford, 44. We've just gone up there in Monroe, 46 right now in Galena, and those wind speeds, something that'll stay strong over the next couple of hours. But our wind today really driven by the sunshine and some of the heating that we had here throughout much of the afternoon. So as our sun sets tonight, our wind speed should also begin to decrease. It will still be breezy, and we still continue with our west and southwest wind at around 20 to 25 miles per hour, but not nearly as strong as what it's been throughout much of this afternoon. Wind speeds will go back up as we're on the tail end of that low pressure system tomorrow. Again, not as strong as what they were today, but gusts close to 30 to maybe even 35 miles per hour. Definitely possible for our Friday. And again, that wind direction from the west and southwest. So watch some of those north-south roads. Wind speeds will subside again, but shift around to the north Friday night into Saturday. And once again on Saturday, gets a little breezy for us. We'll kind of decrease that wind Saturday night into Easter Sunday. So why so windy? We talked about that low pressure system, the high pressure system, but we also have very strong winds just a few thousand feet above the surface. So think of our atmosphere like a pot of water on the stove. You heat that water up, it begins to boil, you get that mixing. Same kind of concept in the atmosphere. We heat our atmosphere up, we start to warm things, we get the mixing. So what happens, we're able to transfer those strong winds that are just a few thousand feet above the surface right down here to the surface, which is why our winds have been so strong. And we've had winds that are up near about 60, 70 miles per hour just a couple thousand feet above. So once we get kind of rid of that stronger jet stream ahead, or at least in the lower part of the atmosphere, that's when those wind speeds will start to come down. Now, I mentioned the cloud cover and some of those sprinkles. We've got some of that moisture wrapping in. Actually, there have been a few snow flurries reported up to the north in Wisconsin, so that's why I don't think we can completely rule that out. We're at 48 in Rockford, Rochelle, 47 in Freeport, but when you factor in the wind, it feels more like the low 40s, so definitely brisk out there. Cloud cover cover stays with us tonight. Here's that secondary cold front as that comes in. Notice that could give us a flurry or two here through tonight. We hang on to the cloud cover for tomorrow. And for the first half of the day, I think we may see a chance for a couple of sprinkles, a flurry or two, just as that temperature starts off below freezing. We'll make it back up near 50 for tomorrow, but we hang on to that cloud cover. We'll see more sunshine on Saturday. Starts off breezy, 48. First half of Easter Sunday, not bad, but temperatures will be starting off in the 20s. Just keep that in mind because it'll be a chilly one. And then we've got a chance for rain and then even some snow mixing with that, guys, Sunday night into Monday. By next week, I think we'll get those temperatures back into the 50s.
A flurry or two just kind of like rings throughout the studio here. We're not done with the snow. Candace, thanks.
Scott's in next to talk sports. The Packers have added a veteran receiver to their roster. How much can he help them?
And injuries are piling up on the White Sox again. Scott weighs in on whether the Sox are deep enough to fight through the player loss.
Now sports with sports director Scott Lever.
The Packers need all the help they can get at receiver, so today they signed veteran free agent Sammy Watkins. He is one of the best deep threats in the NFL when he's healthy. The problem is Watkins rarely stays healthy. He hasn't played a full season since 2014. He's missed 30 games over the last 7 years. But he has averaged 14.5 yards per catch during that time, and that's 7th best in the NFL. He was solid with the Chiefs in their back-to-back Super Bowl seasons as a number 2 or 3 guy. Last year with the Ravens, though, Watkins got buried on the depth chart, and he had his worst statistical season. At this point, he's a gamble, but a cheap one on a 1-year contract. Think of him as potentially being a replacement for Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a guy who can get deep from time to time for Aaron Rodgers. The Packers still have a lot of work to do with the receiver spot, and I expect they will on the first night of the draft. Well, the White Sox 4-game winning streak snapped this afternoon. They lost to the Mariners 5-1. Last night it was the Sox who went deep on the Mariners 3 times. Today the Mariners knocked 3 out of the park. Jimmy Lambert made his first start for the Sox and took the loss. He was pressed into the start because of the injuries to Lance Lynn and Lucas Giolito. Eloy Jimenez also sat out this game with a sore ankle. Sox are now 4-2, which, considering their injuries, is pretty darn good. In addition to the guys I've already mentioned who are sidelined, remember Yoan Moncada and A.J. Pollock are out also. Garrett Crochet's done for the season. Yermin Mercedes is also sidelined. That's a lot of talent missing from the roster. The Sox depth is being tested. Their lineup can handle it. The starting rotation, I'm not so sure. They need Giolito back ASAP. And the Kansas Jayhawks have become the poster team for NIL, name, image, and likeness in college sports. The national champs are cashing in, going on a statewide barnstorming tour of Kansas. All 18 players are traveling with the blessing of the university to small and medium-sized towns to meet with fans. Tickets to those events cost $30 to $125. A $30 ticket gets you 1 autograph with each player. It costs more to have a picture taken with a player, and it costs even more to attend a VIP dinner with a team. The players get 70% of the revenue from the ticket sales and all the revenue from the auctioning off of some of their memorabilia. The Jayhawks are going to rake in the money. My, how times have changed in college sports. I'm all for college athletes cashing in on their hard work and success, but I wonder how many of these young men and women can handle the money and the attention and keep their heads on straight and not lose their work ethic and drive that made them champions. That's my take. We'll be right back.
Well, you got some cloud cover out there this evening. The first warning interactive radar on mystateline.com. Could see a sprinkle, even a flurry or two here as we go through the night. Temperatures in the 30s, 50 on Friday, 40s for the weekend.
Thanks, Candace.
And thank you for spending some time with us. Stay safe.